It was at this moment Jackson knew. He fucked up.
What is up, my coconut bras? Welcome back, and in this video we are going to be showing you some unorthodox spawn peaks on the map Kanal. Now, this very first spot I first saw on Sergio's page, so shout out to you, bro. Very cool find that you have on this map. So what's really crazy about this is all you have to do is break this middle window and you're going to be able to look so far deep into the enemy spawn, whether you want to look on the dock side or even if you want to look into the construction side. Now, when I do the construction side, generally I'll break the right window because that one is sometimes a little bit easier to get onto, in my opinion, but really it's really the same layout of window. So just go test it out, see which window that you like to get onto. Sometimes it takes a few seconds, but just kind of look at it at an angle and then just kind of peek around, and then eventually you will get the vault option and you will be able to get right up here. And look how far deep into the construction spawn you can see, pretty much right up the ramp. They're gonna come running straight up and right on the side of the yellow truck, and you will be able to see that completely. Alright, now moving on to the attacker's point of view on this. As soon as they come running around the corner, generally they're going to go up and check the windows. I didn't even see the open windows on the front, which a lot of people like to go to, and so this is really going to catch a lot of people off guard. Most of the time, people are going to run around the corner and instantly check up in the control room windows, because a lot of people, especially when defending the boat supply area, a lot of people and defenders like to go into either the maps office windows or the control room windows, break that open, and that's going to give them a clear sight to watch the reinforced walls on the outside of the garage. A lot of people do not realize how hard of an angle it is to see when they are lying on the side right here. Now look at this. Even though he got detected, it is still very difficult to point out and spot exactly where that is. The first instinct is always going to be to go to the big normal windows. And so I'm going to show a little bit of actual gameplay footage in right here. And this guy thought he was safe. He was on his drone and he was really far back in the spawn. He ran forward a little bit before getting on the drone, and that was able to give me enough of an angle to get a shot on him. Now, once they realize you're up here, it's just going to cause a huge distraction, and all in all, the point of a roamer is generally to run the clock down without dying really quickly. So as long as you get up here, maybe pick off a kill and delay the enemy a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes even, then you have done your job as a roamer, and it's just all in all really great distraction. So even though you saw right there, I got spotted out by Jackal and everything, but that was enough of an opportunity created for my teammates to push a little bit forward out of the defensive area and pick off the last few kills. Now this next spot is a very crazy tight angle, kind of a pixel peek, and you are going to be in the same area, but this time you're just going to jump on the desk, pop out the top right corner of the window, and you're going to be able to see when they spawn out in the front lawn spawn. So very tight angle. And what's even cooler about this spot is even if you don't get this little pixel peek on the spawn kill, it's going to open up enough opportunities where you have other chances to pick them off. It's not going to be directly out of their spawn, but for example, you have a really great view of the connector between the two building sites and right above bridge on that little walkway. And a lot of times that's a pretty high traffic area, especially when you're defending the server room, because a lot of times people are going to reinforce the outside wall. Well, if they know what they're doing, they're going to reinforce the outside wall, and then either Thermite or Habana is going to have to go over there, and a lot of the times they're going to be running on this connector looking in between the two buildings. Another opportunity you're going to have is when they rappel up the building, and right here you're seeing that is the connector spot I'm talking about. And the other spot that I'm talking about is when they rappel up it. Sometimes you're going to have the perfect opportunity to just get an instant headshot on guys that are rappelling up. A lot of people just run straight forward and start rappelling up the window and the wall like you're about to see here. To the window, to the wall. Hashtag Lil John. Shout out to you, bro. Anyways, getting super off topic now. The next spot we're going to be doing is a very common spawn peek, but we're going to put the coconut bra twist on it, and you're going to come right over here. This is for when you're watching the dock spawn, but you're going to come all the way into the back hallway, and you can either shoot a little hole in here. I like to just melee it a couple times so it doesn't draw a whole bunch of attraction to it. And then all you have to do is kind of just peek it, and you're going to be able to have a really great view into guys running up the staircase from the dock spawn. So obviously they're gonna see the open window right there. What you can even do too is melee the window on your left, and that's gonna make them check both windows, and it's gonna take away distraction for the tiny ass little hole that's gonna be in the hallway. So right here, I'm gonna show you exactly what is gonna happen. Most likely they're gonna come up here, probably take out the camera a little bit faster than me because that was a pretty horrible fucking timing. But anyways, obviously I see the windows open. I don't see anybody though. My next instinct is going to be to check the right window to see if somebody's peeking it. And look at that, it's so difficult to see this tiny little hole in the back hallway from this window peek. And it's pretty much giving away your position. They're going to know you're there, but they're going to think, oh, maybe it's a distraction. I don't see anybody instantly. Moving on to the next spot. This is a pretty sneaky one. This isn't exactly a spawn peek, but it's going to take them out before they even get into the building. And a lot of people will come to this position, they'll rappel up, and they're going to start checking the windows, especially when you're defending the server room area. They're going to rappel up to check windows, make sure there's nobody peeking with the spawn peek. And look at this, you just stand on the staircase, you're going to just look under the doorway, and then it's pretty good because you can see the rappel placement. When they start to rappel up, it's going to put up that little metal claw, and you will be able to see that. Now it is situational because they're not always gonna decide to rappel up in this exact location, but you can just take a quick look, and if you see it happening, then you know they're gonna come up either on the left or right in the middle of it. Now moving on to this next and final spot. This is going to be another well-known spot, but we're putting another little twist on it. What you're going to want to do is lay down and melee out these two boards. Now if you don't see somebody within the first few seconds, you're going to want to get out of there because some people are going to be coming from the construction side, and it is hard to see construction side spawn from this area. They're going to be coming from your left. So if you don't see anybody coming out from behind this truck within the first few seconds, I suggest just getting out of there. But as you see right here, when you lie down, you're completely protected from guys going straight and to the right of you because they are being blocked by the vans. And so a lot of people are going to just come crawling around this van or running around, whatever, right to the left of the stop sign right next to the truck, and you'll be able to pick them off. That's going to pretty much wrap it up for us. Love you guys all. See you guys all very soon in the next video. Peace.